Even though we live in the Sunshine State, many of us still do not have enough vitamin D in our bodies. In fact, it has been described as one of the most common nutrient deficiencies in the world. So what does this mean for our health? Alice Branton is the author of a new book about vitamin D3 deficiency, and she is here to explain. Okay, welcome, Alice.
Thank you.
We've heard all of this for years. Spend time in the sunshine, you know to drink milk, but so we do all those things. Why do we not have enough vitamin D?
Well, that's really one of the problems. This is a worldwide pandemic. Everyone in the world, all populations, really are now showing deficiency. And sometimes we think, oh, it's because of age or race or geographic location. It has nothing to do with that now. The research that's coming out is saying that 75% of Americans, wherever they live, are vitamin D deficient. They did a study in the Middle East, 100% of the people were vitamin D deficient. Japan, China, and most recently the Vitamin D Council did a research study on Indian women in India who spend most of their time outside, a majority of their life outside. They are also 95% deficient in vitamin D.
Oh, that's not good.
We're thinking we can get a little time in the sun, maybe longer for darker skin, but it's not working that way, and the body is losing its ability to really convert that vitamin D into the active form that we need in our bodies.
There's the question, why is vitamin D important? Why do we need it in our bodies?
It is the most important vitamin you can have. It is responsible for the cell-to-cell communication in your body. It is the master vitamin, really. It makes all the other vitamins work. So the best analogy I have for that is it's kind of like the electricity that powers your home. If you have enough voltage, everything can work properly. If you don't, then your lights are dimming, your appliances aren't working, nothing is working properly if you don't have enough power. That's vitamin D. You need it in every single cell. When it's not there, there's all kinds of complications that can come from smaller issues to immune system, all the way to autoimmune disorders, cardiac disease. Harvard recently did a study and said 60% of women that have cardiac issues were vitamin D deficient.
You're scaring me. I feel like I should take a vitamin D pill in the commercial break.
My doctor, when I went, to get my physical, that's the first, we did our, blood check and did all of our blood work, and that's exactly what he did. He said, here you go. Here's your prescription. This is what you need. You need more vitamin D. Because even, like you're saying, even in terms of, exposure, it is the absorption that does not happen within our bodies.
I am deficient too, but I didn't do anything. I just said, that's
Yesterday we learned that Linda doesn't get skin checks either, so we're trying to get her along.
Oh my goodness, no, you need it.
Let's talk about some of the bigger, more chronic and prevalent health problems we hear. We hear about osteoporosis.
Yes.
Now we're hearing it tied to breast cancer.
Yes.
Why are we learning that vitamin D is backed into all these different issues?
It really is one of the fundamental pillars of your health. That's why it's so important. And even with breast cancer, we know 1 in 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer. And now they're saying, with some studies that have recently come out, that as much as 83%, as many as 83% of women had a vitamin D deficiency before that diagnosis. So it is in every single cell. It's not just for our bones. That's one of the myths, it's just for our bones. Or we just need it when you're young. You need it your entire life, more as you get older, so that you can be healthy. I mean, it affects your brain cognition, it affects your cardiac health, it affects everything.
So that's what's wrong.
So now you have one takeaway is that we all need it, and we likely all need more of it. So thank you.
During the commercial break, go to my desk to get my vitamins.
All right. To learn more about vitamin D3 deficiency, you can go to Alice's website. Coming up next, we meet this weekend's McCurdy's comedian.